Hi, welcome back to the channel. So those of you who are subscribed to KDP's newsletter, you might have gotten an announcement on Monday regarding Kindle Vella's pricing change. And if you're not familiar with Kindle Vella, you're looking at it here on the screen. It's a reading app for your phone, designed to consume stories at one episode at a time. Usually they're 600 to 5,000 words per episode. It's something I actually have. This one here, Hybrid City, is mine. And I wrote it starting in basically when it came out in 2021, when Vella came out. And I finished it last summer. And so far, I haven't had many readers, but that's neither here or there. The thing with Vella is their pricing structure for the last 2.5 years has been kind of confusing. Essentially, what you would do is you would buy one of 4 packs of tokens. Usually it's anywhere from 200 on the low end to about 1,700 on the high end, and you would get free tokens if you're a new user, up to 200. And you could use those tokens toward any episode. And the idea is that any episode that you want to read, you can get the first 3 episodes for free, and then any additional you have to unlock using tokens. So you can see here in my dashboard, episode 4 training begins. You would require 25 tokens in order to unlock it, and the reason for that is because it's over 2,500 words. And so essentially it breaks down to 1 token for every 100 words that you have. And again, with every episode worth up to 5,000 words, you could potentially get 50 tokens per episode. Now, for writers, this is fairly beneficial because anyone who has a viral story can really make some pretty good bank on a 300 episode storyline, which again, I don't know why anyone would do 300 episodes, because or why anyone would pay for 300 episodes. That seems a little insane, but then I guess that's the Netflix mentality, throw the money at the story you enjoy, and more will come. Anyway, it's a pretty good model for those who can afford to read, and for those who have the time to write it. But the issue coming up is that that Amazon has decided that the current token system is kind of confusing for readers, and I dare say it might be harming the readership for other authors like myself. Because if you are a reader and you're not sure if you want to spend, your 1,500 tokens or whatever it is on a story that you might not get into, or if you're not sure how much you need to spend in order to finish a story. So like my story here is 58 episodes, and I think the total token count is, so I just paused the video to check. My total token count right now is 1,978 tokens. So if you're buying a pack of 1,700 for $15, you're still not going to have enough to read my entire story here. You might need like $17 or $18 to read all of it. And, for me, that's pretty good if I have a reader that gets all the way to the end, which, as I probably have alluded to already, that's never happened because no one really knows how to, spend money on Vella unless they're already dedicated to the reader that they're reading. And that was also one of the problems that Kindle Vella has had since its inception, is that it's a platform designed for established authors who already have built-in audiences that they can leverage over here, because Vella has not done very well with its discoverability algorithms. Basically, if no one's looking for you, they won't find you. And even if they are looking for you, they still might not find you unless you directly point them to it. So it's really not designed for discoverability. I've had in total 14 reads over 15 or 58 episodes in 2.5 years. So it's already inherently flawed. But the point being is that some authors, they do have the ability to get readers in, but what they make on those readers is going to change now in March, thanks to this new letter that came out yesterday, which let me show you here. So according to the letter that came out yesterday, the new pricing change is going to go in effect probably later in the month, but it's going to drastically change how readers in particular get their tokens and use them, which is actually really good for them. And I'm going to tell you why I think that this is actually a better move ultimately. It may not sound like it in the foreground for authors in particular, because again, the current pricing is readers get 3 free episodes, and then on the 4th episode they have to start paying it's 1 token every 100 words. And with a minimum 600 words per episode, every episode costs a minimum of 6 tokens and a maximum of 50 tokens. And again, if you have a 300 episode story, and each episode is, let's say, 2,000 words, so that's 20 per episode. I mean, that's 6,000 tokens. That's about as much in dollars, as it is in cents. It's a lot of money on one reader. But Vella, they're not going to be doing that model anymore. And again, that may sound pretty bad for the author ultimately, but well, let me show you what it is. It's essentially the readers, they won't be getting the 200 free tokens anymore. So on that hand, they're going to, that will be actually a benefit for the authors, but readers will now get 10 episodes for free instead of 3. So already we're losing money off of the 7 episodes that we normally would have gotten. But the even bigger difficulty for authors is this new line here, that all new paid episodes will only be 10 tokens. And that sounds to me like it doesn't matter what the length of the episode is, whether it's 600 words or 5,000 words, they're all going to be 10 tokens. So if your episodes are chronically between 600 and 1,000 words, then you actually are going to be doing better ultimately, but that's a little unfair to your reader because you're clearly exploiting them if all your episodes going to be that short in order to get that kind of money, especially when the average is about 2,500. But that said, one of the things about the new system is that if readers have a better idea of what a story will cost, they might be more likely to invest in it. So, for example, if you have a story that's 30 episodes, well, that reader knows that they need 300 tokens in order to read it. And you can see here there's a 300 token package, which is the tier 2 package. Normally, I think that tier 2 is $5. So for 300 or 30 episodes, a reader could spend just $5, which is about average for a regular ebook. So it starts to balance out a little better. And then, of course, if they get the 2,000 pack, then they're going to ultimately spend a little less because you're still only going to get 50% of whatever that average is, which is going to be a little less, but not terrible. But again, your reader may be more likely to read your book or finish your story because now they have a sensible pricing plan that's also a lot cheaper for them in order to get to the end. So that's what did I say? The 300 episode story, regardless of how many words, whether it's, again, 1,000, 5,000, whatever, that 300 or episode story is now going to cost $30 instead of 60. And so the readers might be more likely to invest in it, or if nothing else, they'll know what they have to spend on. Okay. So I don't know. I don't think it's a bad deal, especially since Vella has decided that they're going to keep giving out bonuses for the free episodes here. We will continue to consider free episodes as a factor for the Kindle Vella bonuses allocated. I've actually gotten a few bonuses from them in the few months that I've had readers. 14 readers, I made over $25, for bonuses. So their system is fair, I think. And this new system may actually encourage more readers, or certainly more readers, to stick around longer. And it also, I think it's a fair way of testing your story, your story's longevity. Because if anybody does make it past the 10th episode, well, then you probably got something good going on. And so even if you do get drop off, it'll be clear on when that is. So I don't know. I think overall this might be effective, but it still doesn't hurt to check the numbers. So what I want to show you now is my Kindle Vella tracker. I'm going to show you the old one and the new one, and I'll use my current story as an example. All right, so this is my Kindle Vella book tracker for Hybrid City Entrepreneur. You can see that I broke everything down by episodes. If you've never used this spreadsheet, I do have an available copy for you. It's a template you can download at any time. I've just updated it. I'll show you how in a second. But the old way is you would type in all your episodes and you record your word counts and all that. And what would happen is by the 4th episode, it would begin to track your token spend. And then it would also evaluate your prices according to your readers. And it would just do all the spreadsheet or all the charts and everything. And it was just a good way to keep accountable for your words converting to cost and price and all that. And you can see here that I had a section where it'll estimate your earnings based on how many episodes you have in your story against how many people have actually read it. And so you can see I've only had one locked episode read, which I still don't understand. But again, this video is not about that. But you can see I had actual sales of $25 just for the 14 reads that I had, and those are all from the bonuses. And so, in my opinion, that's pretty good system set up. But this this token tier potential $10 for of complete read through versus what my actual earnings are. I don't think I've ever saw that 12 cents. Like it was a system that I think ultimately it worked pretty well. It was authors had a pretty good chance of doing well, but the new pricing does affect this. And so I have an updated version of the spreadsheet that changes the prices. And well, just real quick here, the original prices that we had, you can see over this box, there was $2, $5, 10, and then 15, and then here how many tokens they would get for those packs. Under the new system, everything is now 100, 300, 900, and 2,000, and I assume the prices are the same. I will update that if that changes. But if you look at the new cost, there's now what was originally 1,978 tokens. It's now 480 to unlock my entire story. So there's a significant drop in how much a reader would need to spend. And of course, in the royalty department, what did I say? It was $10 potential. Now it's less than $5. No, actually, it's less than $4. So I have the potential to lose about $6 per reader on this new pricing change, which again, not ideal. But if it gives me more readers, then it may change, the priority in the long run. But I wanted to put this video out for you guys, so you know what's going on with Kindle Vella, and it may once again be something that you will want to consider whether or not it's worth your time to write for Kindle Vella. But I also wanted to show you that I did update my spreadsheet here with the new pricing tier. So we are now in beta 4C, and if you missed my last update from, I think it was my story analysis tools video from August 2022. I did have a new update. Oops, here. I did have a new update for the spreadsheet with change logs and everything. Essentially, the original video for beta 4, I've added new tracking, new sections for plans, and you can see that I've updated the spreadsheet for C. There's also a place where you can get resources if you want to go visit my roadmap for this tool and make suggestions on what I should have. So I don't know if you missed that video or not, but yeah, I updated my spreadsheet for you guys so that everything is much easier to use and it stays current. Now, it's still only 60 episodes. I was planning to do 100 episodes for beta 5. The reason why I have not gone to beta 5 yet is because I don't really write for Kindle Vella anymore because my experience has been so disappointing. And also, I haven't had a lot of downloads of the current versions. So I probably am not going to be hurrying for beta 5 unless I start getting more people using it. And also, if I get a few requests on the roadmap, then I might also prioritize development on beta 5. But beta 5 will come essentially with 100 episodes instead of 60, with the ability to expand it to about 350 episodes, I think. And then just some other useful changes to, I think I was going to add like a character section. Oh, and I was going to try to do like I was comparing episodes that are in the queue versus those that were published and what the numbers were. So I had a few extra charts there. And of course, if you have never seen this before, I do have a book comparison section. So if you had across all 5 books, you can see what your top viewers are on the fly. Anyway. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know I did update this chart with the new values if you do like this system and if you plan to use it. But anyway, I just, I don't know what you all think of the new Kindle Vella change. I think it's pros and cons. There always is. Again, for the readers, it'll be much better. For the writers, probably worse, especially since they have not fixed discoverability. But, that's just the way that Kindle Vella works. It's never really been author friendly. I mean, it's a nice platform on the inside. I think it's one of my favorite interior platforms. It's just, the fact that no one, is willing to actually read on it is a problem. But I don't know, maybe they'll change that next. But anyway, that's all for now. I just a quick video today. Nothing that you probably haven't heard of already if you're subscribed. But if you are not subscribed, well, then that's your news of the day. And I hope it doesn't, make you mad. So, I don't know. Anyway, hope all is well. And if you have any questions, we have a message board over in Kindle Vella. And if you have any questions for this chart, I do have other videos you can check out. I'll make sure that the card shows up at the top, the link to the old beta 4 video, so you can see how to use this thing properly. I didn't want to really devote any time to this video and showing how this works, but I did want to, again, emphasize that if you are a user of the spreadsheet, I have updated the pricing chart to reflect the changes coming at the end of the month, so, or whenever it is that's coming. So anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and hope you'll come back for the next one. Thanks. Bye.